everybody, to the JaazMajesty Show. Again, I appreciate your viewing. We have an amazing guest and a really good friend, Miss Nancy Aldrich Felder. Nancy is an amazing businesswoman. Number one, she's a wife, a mother, grandmother, and a phenomenal businesswoman. She is my business mentor, and she sets the bar high for us to learn from. And in business, we can always learn from established business owners, and even business owners learn along the way with technology and everything changing constantly in the world. Isn't that right, Nancy?
That's absolutely correct. Absolutely.
Okay. So Nancy, please tell us the name of your business and what you do.
Certainly. My business name is Abacus Marketing Partners International, LLC. We are currently based in Las Vegas, Nevada, as well as we also have a partnership as well as corporation in California. We started in California. It's been like 14 years ago now. And our scope is to be able to provide a full service marketing solution for any of our clients. We work with clients all the way from small manufacturing to just small clients that are just getting new products off the ground, all the way up to large clients as well as entertainers. And in every one of those arenas or genres, there's a different opportunity that's required to be able to help them to get their products to marketplace and to make it to where their return on investment, which we call in the industry ROI, to a point to where they actually are seeing positive hyper growth in their business.
That's important.
It
Absolutely.
is very important.
Now, Nancy, we for you viewers, we are recapping Juneteenth in an event that Nancy is working on for BET with I'll let Nancy tell us in Los Angeles. So Nancy, what are you working? Let's do a background for everyone on Juneteenth, because I think a lot of people are not informed and they don't really understand or know what it really means, that holiday. Can you give us some background information and how you were involved in this process in California?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, actually, it's a real interesting story. Some years ago, when I was a young mother living in Chino Hills, California, bringing up two, small Black children, that particular community wasn't very diverse, especially as it related to African Americans. So I was searching for opportunities or organizations that really showed African Americans in a positive light, because I wanted to make sure that my kids, when they're out of school, have that to look at. As an example, I grew up in Compton and also went to school at UCLA in Los Angeles. So my experience growing up as a Black woman was much different than my children. I grew up in a neighborhood that was primarily African American, and my parents are actually both from the South Texas. So even just the understanding of Juneteenth and other areas of interest and history as it related to African Americans was very prominent in our home. My mother was a school teacher and my dad was a banker. So we had a lot of really interesting experiences and an opportunity to travel as we were young, which is different from a lot of families. So in searching for this organization, I actually came across an organization which at that time was called Juneteenth America. They were based out of Pomona, California, which was literally just a few minutes from me, and had an opportunity to meet both the CEO, the co-founder, and the founder at another event that was taking place in a local city of Diamond Bar. And as we began to talk, they realized my background. At that time, I actually was still working in the corporate world. I was a corporate sales manager with FedEx, and they were in the process of really launching their concept, which was to try to bring Juneteenth as the holiday to bring the notoriety, and especially to the West Coast, where there weren't a lot of people that understood it. So that's how I got my start. They kind of asked me to come on board. I agreed to be on their board as one of the members for their nonprofit. And now 32 years later, we are celebrating 2002. The governor at that time, Gray Davis, actually signed June 19th in as National Freedom Day for the state of California as a result of our direct efforts. We actually had the opportunity to go up to Sacramento, sat there in the chambers when he signed the holiday bill, and it is acknowledged in the state. It's not a paid holiday, but we're literally working on that now. It looks real good. that the state of California may be one of the first ones to get the holiday paid for, so that when people take it off for celebrations, obviously they're not going to be docked with their pay. So that's kind of
sounds great.
Yeah, it's been very, very exciting. We've worked previously with Dr. Ron Myers, who, God rest his soul, was a very influential doctor from down in Mississippi area. He actually worked in the rural areas as a doctor, so very minimal pay, but loved his community, African American. And he also was a phenomenal jazz artist. So he headed up what they call the National Juneteenth Organization, which encompasses a lot of individual Juneteenth chapters around the United States. So he would come over the years quite frequently to California because our efforts were so advanced in terms of getting to the political support people. And we have some great support and still do every year.
Well, that sounds like amazing. You're part of that process. Congratulations. I must congratulate you on that. And Nancy, you know, the BET is coming up, and that's the Black Entertainment Television. And I'm sure all of us have heard about BET, watched BET, many shows. That was one of the first Black networks, wasn't it, Nancy? Yes,
it was, especially, yes, absolutely.
Nancy, you will be in California working at BET. Is that correct?
Well, working on the behalf of BET, actually for a separate event, but it actually is part of what they call the BET experience and the BET weekend, which started several years ago and takes place in Los Angeles, and it's all in downtown Los Angeles. Takes place close to where the Crypto.com center is now, that used to previously be
Staples Center.
Correct. So it is now the Crypto.com. Absolutely. So it's going to be an exciting weekend. They shut down the streets. There's tons of concerts going on. In fact, the same day that the show that I'm going to be involved in is the same day that they're not only shooting, but airing the BET Awards, which will be on the 26th of June, a week from this Sunday.
Okay, so people stay tuned and watch BET. I've been down to BET Awards and actually sat in the show and watched the show and went to the experience. And I'm so glad that this year I'm able to go to the experience. And Nancy has been so gracious to pull me in and help assist her on what she's doing down there for that Sunday. Now, isn't that you're working with a lady you mentioned to me? What is her name and production?
Right. My partner that's actually heading up this, her name is Mrs. Annetta Bryant Jabari. Beautiful sister that I've known for a number of years. We've done several projects previously. Both of us are now currently based out of Las Vegas, and she happens to be Nick Cannon's national director. So she's been traveling with him. He currently is on tour doing his Wow and Out tour live around the United States. He's just coming in from Houston, New York. If you take a look at and Google his Wow and Out tours, you'll see he's hitting most major cities and coming to a city near you. And fortunately for us, he will be coming through Las Vegas the night before. And on the 26th of June, he will be performing his show live at the Crypto.com Center. Prior to that, we have an opportunity to do a very private meet and greet with Nick, where he gets a chance to interact with the community, the other political dignitaries that, want to be able to acknowledge all the good work that he's done, not only with his current operations, but with what he does with his nonprofit. So I'm very involved in putting together the pieces of that event that we'll do that afternoon prior to his performance that night. And that's where my dear Jazz is going to be able to assist me. So I'm very excited about your involvement as well.
Thank you so much, Nancy. I look forward to it. And I just want to thank you again.
Sure.
These events will be mentioned at the end of the show, so you'll be able to see the information. If you'd like to attend next year, be a part of it, volunteer, whatever, you'll contact Nancy. And plus, if you need help with your marketing for your business, she is the woman to assist you, get it going, and give you that professional expertise on what you need to do to help you, because everybody's situation is unique.
Yes,
and,
it is.
So she's very diverse in helping everyone with their business. She's going to help me with mine as well. So thank you, Nancy. She's in California. Like I said, she attends, she sees her mom regularly.
Right.
Her schedule, she's always traveling. So I was so blessed and honored to have you take time out of your busy schedule because you are in LA right now. And I'm going to be seeing you down there in a week or so. This will be a recap of everything, audience, and I will have footage when I'm down there, and I'll share that with you on the next episode or two.
Thank you, Jazz. I look forward to it. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to be a part of your show, and I look forward to being able to do it again. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you for your support. You have a wonderful day. We'll see you soon.
Okay, dear. Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Welcome back to the show, guys. We have a beautiful lady as our guest today, and she is the creator of the Tracy D collections and their fabulous clothing. Let me introduce you to Mrs. Tracy Fletcher. How you doing, Tracy?
Hi.
Welcome to the show. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Tracy is a Grand Rapidian. She lives in Las Vegas, Nevada, and she decided to go for her dream. Tracy, tell us about Tracy D Collections. What does it mean?
Well, Tracy D Collections, it is a ladies' clothing boutique with unique and chic clothing to fit all sizes. I have sizes from small to 3X. And each piece is unique, classy, and chic.
So that covers it all. The 4 C's, right? 4 C's of fashion for you fashionistas. You already know what that means.
And if you don't, it means comfortable, classy, chic, and cute.
There you go. I'm all with it. One thing I like about your collection is she has a variety of styles. Every woman has their own personal style. There's nothing worse than being a clone. You find something that fits your body type, the colors that bring you out, and you feel good in the clothing. And that really comes across in her collection. You don't have to go any further to look for something uniquely for you.